What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Halo Episode 5 breakdown and review. And I have to say, wow, this was a turning point for the show. That final battle scene was something else. It truly was. I was standing up, I was clapping, I was hooping and hollering. I loved every minute of it. Now, I must also address the fact that this video will only have still images. I'm very sorry. Usually I do edit footage and things like that, but CBS are blocking videos with footage of this and claiming that it's breaching copyright. It's not. It's fair use if you use it, and it's transformative, and is not a substitute for the real thing. The Angry Joe show, Joe Vargas, is currently thinking of legal action, so go and support him. He's a bigger channel than me, so I'm sure he'll have some impact. But I'm going to break down the show now. So we open with Halsey pretending to want to settle their family in the past on Chief's former planet. And we find out how she first discovered John as he showed his true grit helping a kid. It was somewhat like the Captain America First Avenger, where Steve showed his absolute valor and bravery as other people just faltered. And we saw that she wanted to adopt him over with her ex-husband in the past. Well, yet he was also involved. That was kind of obvious, really, though. As the UNSC lands on Eridanus, I'm sorry, I absolutely butchered that name, to investigate the second keystone. And I have to say, the music, sets, and costumes here just look great as Keyes arrives on a warthog. The daughter Keyes, that is. The energy from the artifact and is going on, but we get a return to Quan and Soren, who are stuck in the middle of a desert, and he wants to get this transport ship, and she is indebted to him despite wanting to free her planet. Now, I was confused as to who thought this story would be good, as having her follow the chief and slowly uncover the UNSC's lies and how bad they are would be interesting. I think that would be much more interesting if she found out everything there and reported in. But hey, we got what we got. And I was surprised that the Covenant didn't find her. They're on the same planet, but anyway. Keyes and her mother look at the artifact, and the Spartans are charged with the Marines to get the artifact on the Pioneer. The Pioneer was actually involved in the main lore with that planet as well. I don't want to say it again, lest I butcher it. Now, Kai has her ever wonder why we're here moment, from Red vs. Blue. Apparently, Simmons and that are going to be in this. I don't know how true that is. Or maybe I misunderstood it. She wants to know why the Covenant wants to kill them and what they want, but oh boy, just wait. Now, Chief notices that Kai has coloured her hair in a rebellious moment and that her inhibitor chip is gone, which is a neat touch. This is what I want. I want the Spartans to be Spartans. It's shocking that this is one of the only times that these two Spartans have talked to each other outside of the start of the show. And his grounds for grounding her are pretty hypocritical, but it was shown to be pretty true at the start. I guess the fact that, he might have been very brave at the start, or before he was even, indoctrinated, might be why he is so badass. But Katana is perfect, just roasting poor Chief here as a Covenant and human Covenant, or Blessed One, I was going to call her herein, is at Madrigal investigating the Keystone, but not connecting with the other people on the planet. Anyway, she says they clearly have the same enemy, which I think is the UNSC, and I think I might be right that Quan will link up with her to battle the UNSC, things I absolutely hated, as she tries to escape the motorbike she is attached to. Now, Chief explains how his parents are alive and Halsey was lying to him, but we know that his commander, that he's confirming this to, was part of the plan, and this is all related to the UNSC high brass. Halsey is being cut off, except Halsey is incredibly manipulative, resorting to blackmail as it's just their daughter who's taken off the project, and the object goes spasmodic and signals the other keystone, which the Blessed One feels, leading to finally another Covenant UNSC fight since the first episode. That sounds quite silly when I say it out loud. Now we cut to La Famille Madrigal, with Quan missing and Soren investigating, except she hid and took down a Spartan. Absolutely wild that straight after this, we had a whole Covenant battle group take out just one Spartan or just incapacitate her, while this kid just shocked a Spartan. Just, wow. But oh mate, we got something stunning. I had goosebumps seeing the Pioneer falling as the Banshees attack. Where has this been? This is flipping sick and exactly what I expected this Halo to be. I had goosebumps. I was standing up. I was clapping. I was loving every damn minute of this. We see Jackal's attack as a Warthog chases. That sound of that Warthog. Now, in the games on Big Team Battle, I usually just like ride the Warthog around. I like being the guy just, getting or transporting the flag. We see the guy needled. He blows up, as they mentioned that last week. The grunt Jack's a Warthog, and this leads to Chief Jacket, which was nerdgasm. Now, Chief and the Spartans aim to bring the artifact to the Pelican now after the Pioneer falls, and I think I may have got this mixed up here. I think it is, and the shield recharge sound just sounds so good as Kai starts to fall due to shell shock from a lack of inhibitor, but John goes for the save and Jack's a Banshee. Seriously, how cool did that look? I know I'm not having my usual reserved critique thing or breakdowns I usually have, because I absolutely was in awe. I was dumbstruck, and Heresy may stay my feet moving forward, but this looked good. The subsequent fight scene was also stunning as the Jackals use, I think, looked like they had energy swords, which is interesting, and he uses a plasma pistol, and he has to fight a Brute dropping from a Covenant dropship. I was hoping for a fight like the games with the Brute. He had his gravity hammer there, but Thanos' out there with the artifact as the Covenant drop the Blessed One over on the planet. Curious, and I think that Halsey or Dr. Halsey having to investigate the linguistics part will work out that the Blessed One was the one who was on that ship that was taken the other episode ago. So I think now they're going to work out just what is going on with her, and that's interesting. But overall, this was a solid episode, apart from the whole Quan thing. Bit of a waste of time. But yeah, I loved it. We had, of course, John with Halsey. He knows the truth. So it's going to be interesting going forward. But because the Covenant have attacked and are on their tail, they can't afford too much conflict between those two. But I think over the course of maybe next season or at the end of this, her crimes will be exposed, leading her to be a bit more exiled, just like she was, I believe, in Halo 5, at the end of Halo 5, I think. I could be very wrong. But overall, absolutely enjoyed it. That is it for this video. Please drop a like if you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us. I will be doing a video on X, the latest A24 movie. Haven't watched it yet. Hope it's good. And I will be back next week for more Halo. See you soon, and goodbye.